Explaining F1 to people who don't watch F1, part 1, number 1, F1 basics. Before we begin, F1 is car racing. This car racing, no. This car racing, no. This car racing, no. This car racing, yes. Pause. There are so many different types of car racings, and I'd love to get into them all, but just not in this video. So for now, this is an F1 car. F1 drivers compete in races called Grand Prix. There are about 19 or 24 Grand Prix per F1 season, with there being one large break, the summer break, and a few small breaks in between race weekends. A typical race weekend looks like this. Day 1, there are 2 1-hour practice sessions where drivers are competing to get the fastest time. On day 2, there was one 1-hour practice session and one 1-hour qualifying session. Qualifying session, what's that? Well, qualifying session is divided into 3 parts. Q1 being the first part. All 20 drivers are competing to get the fastest time in 18 minutes, while the 5 slowest drivers are eliminated. In Q2, there are 15 drivers remaining to get the fastest time. Those 5 slowest drivers are eliminated again, and they only have 15 minutes. In Q3, the remaining 10 drivers are competing for 12 minutes to get the fastest time. Overall, in qualifying, where you place in qualifying depends where you get to start the race. For example, if you get the 5th fastest time in qualifying, you get to start the race in 5th. Day 3 is race day. Long story short, it's not short. So there are about 50 to 70 laps in a Grand Prix, depending on the circuit, and a circuit is just the racetrack used in F1. How many points do you get? Well, the top 10 drivers to finish get points. The points are right here. You can pause if you want. Pause. Why do points matter? The WDC and WCC, World Drivers' Championship and World Constructors' Championship. And the World Drivers' Championship is given to the driver with the most points at the end of an F1 season. However, sometimes the driver can accumulate so many points before the end of a season that it is mathematically impossible for another driver to score more points than them. For example, Max Verstappen in 2024, he won the 2024 WDC in Las Vegas 2 races before the end of the 2024 season. The WCC is given to the car constructor team with the most points at the end of an F1 season. Unpause. Teams and drivers. Pause. If you want a more detailed video on the drivers and driver styles from the 2024 season or any other previous season, that will not be in this video, but please let me know if you do want to see that. Back to it. There are 10 teams, 20 drivers, 2 drivers to each team. Let's get into it. So for Red Bull Racing, we have Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen races number 1. Pause. Number 1 is reserved for the reigning world champion. Not every champion has to use the number 1, but they can use the number 1 if they want to. Unpause. Then we have Checo, Sergio Perez at number 11. For now, I don't really know what's going to happen there. We'll find out. We'll see. No hate to Checo. We'll just see. And then we have McLaren. We have Lando Norris at number 4. Oscar Piastri at 81. For Ferrari, we have Lewis Hamilton, previously racing for Mercedes, who now is forever 44, has always been 44, but now races for Ferrari. And we have Charles Leclerc at number 16. For Mercedes, we have George Russell at 66, and our rookie Kimi Antonelli at number 12. For Aston Martin, we have Lance Stroll at 18, and Fernando Alonso at number 14. For RB, Red Bull's junior team, we don't really know right now, and we're going to kind of figure that out, but as of today, December 13th, there's Yuki Tsunoda at number 22 and Liam Lawson number 30. For Haas, we have Oliver Behrman, another rookie, racing at number 87, and Esteban Ocon, who used to race for Alpine, now racing for Haas under number 31. Then for Alpine, we have Jack Doohan, another rookie, at number 7, and Pierre Gasly at number 10. For Williams, we have Alex Albon at number 23, and Carlos Sainz, previously racing for Ferrari, at 55. Finally,